Hello, fellow web slingers. It's time to rock out with your cock out because apparently the world needs a gay Spider-Man. Disclaimer, just gonna put this out there since I know probably there's gonna be some people that's gonna run with this narrative, but I'm not homophobic. I have no problems if a guy wants to get with another guy, or if a girl wants to get with another girl, or someone wants to get with both, best of both worlds, right on, power to you. You can be in a relationship with whoever you want, you can love whoever you want, unless it's children or animals, then you have a problem. So several days ago, CBR, the very prestigious comic book site, decided to put out an article that said, two Spider-Man actors endorse a queer Peter Parker, so why not? And we'll get into that article a little bit later, but YouTuber Just Some Guy responded to the tweet of this article saying, Peter Parker isn't gay. There's 60 plus years of comics proving this. Stop ruining characters by playing politics. To which someone else decided to screenshot, so they couldn't even be bothered to actually retweet or quote tweet JSG. A user by the name of @RealTheTongueVG put 60 plus years of comics, Spider-Verse, and Stan Lee himself. Anyone can wear the mask. This expert. So that's the main part of this video. This person has a problem with JSG saying that Spider-Man can't be gay. The thing is, JSG did not say Spider-Man can't be gay. He said that Peter Parker can't be gay. And you can really see that @RealTongueVG doesn't get that, because they then added in a second tweet, a reply. If this was literally any other character, I might agree. But the whole point of Spider-Man is that literally anyone can be Spider-Man. You're not wrong. Anyone can be Spider-Man. But Peter Parker, the main Spider-Man, the Spider-Man, is not gay. Canonically, he is straight and has been since his inception. So that is what JSG is saying, that Peter Parker can't be gay. He doesn't have a problem with Spider-Man being gay. He has a problem of changing Peter Parker gay, despite the fact he's been straight for so long. And that's where I agree with JSG there. Peter Parker is not gay. Why do you need to change his character that much? If you want a gay Spider-Man, create a gay Spider-Man. And it's funny how Real the Tongue mentioned Stan Lee. Stan Lee himself saying anyone can wear the mask. Yes, Stan Lee said, anyone could be the hero. The thing is, you make your own one. You don't need to replace a character with another character. If you want a character to fit a certain demographic or representation, whatever, make that character. You don't need to replace an existing legacy character to do that. And this user really doesn't understand that. Stan Lee himself said that. Make your own character. You don't need to replace the ones that exist already. So yeah, I agree with JSG. Peter Parker isn't gay. I don't see the need why he needs to be gay all of a sudden. Just make your own character. Why do you want sloppy seconds? Why don't you want a character that is already gay but isn't Peter Parker and they become Spider-Man? It's like, oh well, yes, representation, I got that there, but no, you have to change. This is the weird thing, people who think like this, they just want to change the character already instead of just making a new one. It's like, oh, I don't want a gay Thor. I want Thor Odinson to be gay. I don't want a female Captain America. I want Steve Rogers to be female. It's just, Stan Lee himself said, make your own character. You don't need to change the existing characters so much. If you want a female Captain America, create a female Captain America. If you want a gay Thor, create a gay Thor that isn't Thor Odinson. And here, same with Spider-Man. You don't need to turn Peter Parker gay. Just create someone who just happens to be gay and they become Spider-Man. It's not that much of an issue. But this user wasn't the only one that started to slightly pile onto JSG. We have the actual writer of the article, Anthony Gremglia. I can't even bother with that last name. Anthony. Anthony, the one who wrote the CBR article. Just looking at his Twitter, I'm not surprised by the kind of person Anthony is. Bios in the not bios. Pronouns in the bio. A Ravenclaw. So random, just Harry Potter. Of course, it's fucking Harry Potter. No one else knows how. No one else uses any other fucking fictional book for just written for Screen Rant and CBR. Wow, what a great resume there. I thought CBR was bad enough, but you're also written for Screen Rant. Jesus Christ. Often pisses off alt-right. Wow, what an accomplishment. Often pisses off alt-right. Oh, you're such an interesting person right there, Anthony. But Anthony was either found or shown JSG's tweet, and much like with the first person, didn't quote tweet him, just used a screenshot and put, I think my article upset some people. Oh no. Oh, given this person loves to piss off the alt-right, I think they're really loving the fact that JSG and many other people do not agree with the article he put up for CBR. But let's actually look into his article itself. And so we got these statements were made back in 2013, referring to the fact Andrew Garfield, who played Spider-Man in the two Amazing Spider-Man films, said that he would like to or would be interested in playing a gay Spider-Man. So these statements were made back in 2013, and the world is a very different place right now, but debates like these are still raging on. Beyond homophobia, is there any good reason why Spider-Man can't be any sexual orientation other than straight? If there can be a gay Spider-Man, there can be a lesbian Spider-Woman. The issue is Peter Parker. But the most obvious answer to this is that Peter Parker is already firmly established as being attracted to women, and women only. So he can't possibly change a key aspect of himself that's never been called into question before. Except that isn't true. Many people might not realize that they're attracted to people of the same gender until years down the road. This can happen for a myriad of reasons, but more often than not, because they've been deliberately or unconsciously suppressing these feelings due to a sense of guilt or denial of the truth. It's funny what he uses for an example of this, of someone deliberately or unconsciously suppressing these feelings due to a sense of guilt or denial of the truth. This exact concept played out in comics not long after Garfield and Lee's comments. Iceman of the X-Men, as it turned out, was gay for his entire life, but had so deeply suppressed his orientation that no one realized it. He even dated women for years, but that didn't change the fact that he was actually gay. Thing is, though, this wasn't natural. Like, Iceman didn't come out of his own free will. He didn't decide one day, I'm sick of living a lie. I'm not honest to my friends. I'm not honest to my family. I just want to be open to who I am. I wanted to be honest with the most important person, myself. And then he announced to everyone, I'm gay. That didn't happen. How he was outed was because young Jean Grey read young Iceman's mind and said, you're gay. He didn't even come out. Like, he was forced, pretty much against his will, to come out. And then he confronts his older self. It's like, hey, you're gay, right? Because I'm gay and you're me. You're gay, right? And he's like, yeah, I am. I've hidden it for so long, and I just dated other women to get over that and whatever. Just that whole I've dated so many people of the opposite sex and it's never worked out, hence I must be gay, is such a stupid. That is stupid logic. It's like, oh yes, there could be actual legitimate reasons, like you're bad in relationships, or the people you pick are just terrible people to be in relationships with, But oh no, it's obviously because you're gay. That's why. Yeah. Yeah, like me as well, I haven't been able to get a date with any woman. It's obviously because of my suppressed homosexuality, of course. It's obviously not because I'm lazy or I'm just scared to get into a relationship. No, it must be because I fucking love dick. That's that stupid fucking reasoning right there. It's the same as the reasoning of two people of the same gender are very close friends. That must mean that they're gay. That's shipper logic of reasoning. It's terrible reasoning and logic. But Anthony continues with, so even if Peter Parker turned out to be gay or bisexual, this revelation would retroactively alter his history, but not so radically that he had been unrecognizable. Of all the currently canonical heterosexual superheroes, what makes Spider-Man a more likely candidate to come out of the closet? Spider-Man is a character of universal appeal. Unlike Batman or Superman, anyone can see themselves in Spider-Man. He's the ultimate underdog, loved and hated, plagued by mundane and serious problems alike, and always down on his luck. He's a character that's best when he's struggling against something. What? What? What the fuck does that mean? Oh yes, Spider-Man can obviously be a gay person because he's an underdog. He's a character of universal appeal. What the fuck does that mean? That means nothing. Oh yes, he's a character of universal appeal. He's both loved and hated. Suffers from mundane and serious problems. He's a hero of the people. So he's going to be like the people. And because of that, it's very easy for him to just suddenly be gay. What does that mean? I thought the whole I thought the other thing was just stupid logic and reasoning, but this honestly takes the cake. Like, okay, so apparently if you are an underdog, you're loved and hated, plagued by mundane and serious problems alike, and always down on his luck, guess what? You're gay. So we ask once more, why can't Spider-Man be gay or bisexual? As Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse reminds us, anyone can put on that mask and be Spider-Man. There is no one true Spidey. The only thing that needs to happen for Spider-Man to be queer is for someone to write that story. You are right. I'm agreeing with you here. Spider-Man can be gay or bisexual, just not Peter Parker. Peter Parker is canonically straight. That's how he's always been. Even in Garfield and Holland Spider-Man, the two actors that have said they would like or would be interested in playing a queer Spider-Man, they are straight in their respective films. Garfield Spider-Man dated Gwen Stacy. Holland Spider-Man is very interested in Michelle. I think they're dating. I haven't watched Far From Home, but in the trailers it made it abundantly clear that he likes Michelle and is very interested in her. So they're clearly kind of shown to be straight. So Peter Parker, like every interpretation of Peter Parker that we've seen has been a straight guy. Why does that need to change? Like, why? Why is it so important that Peter Parker himself is the one that has to change to be a gay person? Like, just make a new character. Like, make a new character that's gay or bisexual, and they decide to be Spider-Man. Like, it's not that hard. It just sloppy seconds. Why do you want sloppy seconds? Why is it like, okay, we're done with Peter Parker being a straight guy. Hey, queers, do you want him? Do you want our sloppy seconds? We don't want him. He's not cool anymore. We don't need him anymore. You can have him, okay? Because we don't view you as equal. We view you as just someone we can get brownie points and just, the representation and points and all of that. So you can have our sloppy seconds. Like, why do you want the sloppy seconds? No one wants sloppy seconds. The reasoning here is just, they both, Anthony and Real Latang VG, purposely misconstrued and misinterpreted what JSG was saying. He was clearly referring to Peter Parker. He wasn't referring to Spider-Man. The core concept, yeah, anyone can be Spider-Man. I mean, Peter Parker, Otto Octavius, Miles Morales, Spider-Man 2099, Miguel. Anyone can be Spider-Man, but Peter Parker has always just been straight. That's just how he is. And as Anthony said, changing his sexuality wouldn't change Peter so much that he would be radically unrecognizable. Okay, so why change it in the first place? Like, if he's going to be the same regardless, why do you need to change his sexuality? That it's pointless. It adds nothing to his character, changing his sexuality, but he still remains the same person. It's such a pointless decision. And it's also very funny how apparently sexuality is the only thing that matters. Okay, it doesn't matter that Peter Parker is the underdog. He's the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. He is there for the people. He is a superhero. He cares about everyone. No, it only matters, if he was gay. That's the only thing that really matters with Peter Parker. Apparently, if he was a gay man, he would actually be a person. That's really it's dumb. That is dumb thinking. It is dumb reasoning to think that sexuality is all that matters. I do not judge people by base traits, sexuality, gender, ethnicity, and all that. That is a sad way to live, and that's actually being slightly, more racist, sexist, etc. than you're intending not to be, because you're saying that's all that matters to that person, to you, for that person. It's like, I don't care that you're Daryl, that you're a great guy, you're very dependable. I only care that you love dick. That's all you're saying with that kind of reasoning. So that's it for this video. I want to just get my thoughts on it. I really do not like people that think this way, that this has to be done. Sexuality is the only thing that really matters to anyone, literally to anyone. That's all that matters. It really shouldn't be. It should just be who you are as a person, not what you are as a person. Okay? It's how I've lived my life. I do not care if you're gay, if you're straight, if you're black, or you're white. I care who you are as a person. Plain and simple. That's it for the video. If you haven't already, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Leave a like if you liked the video, or dislike it if you didn't like the video. I don't mind, honestly. And I should make this obviously clear. Don't go and attack these two people, Anthony and Real the Tongue. What they've said is, you can disagree with what they've said. I think what they've said is dumb. They've purposely misconstrued and misinterpreted what JSG or any other people that think of the same opinion as JSG, what they've said. But definitely don't go out of your way to harass or attack these people. Thank you.